Nobody saw that coming, not the confession, not the betrayal, and definitely not what Season 3 is about to do next. Just when you thought my life with the Walter boys couldn't get Messier, it goes ahead and proves us all wrong. Because yes, Season 3 is real, filming is done, and the updates. Oh, they're not playing it safe this time. Not even a little bit. So let's talk about that ending. Because I don't think anyone has emotionally recovered from what Jackie did. One minute she's saying, "I love you" to Alex like everything is finally settled, and the next, she flips the entire story upside down in seconds. And the worst part? It wasn't confusion. It wasn't hesitation. It was real. Her feelings for Cole weren't just there, they were stronger. And now you're telling me we're supposed to just move on from that like nothing happened? Because here's where things get even more complicated. Season 3 is picking up right after that emotional chaos, and from what's coming out, Jackie is not done making difficult choices. In fact, she might be stepping even deeper into this mess. You'd think after hurting Alex like that, she'd slow down, maybe figure herself out, but no. The story is pushing her straight into the consequences. And let's be honest for a second, did she ever really choose Alex? Because if you look back, every time things got serious with him, there was always that pause. That hesitation. But with Cole, it was messy, it was complicated, but it was never fake. So now the real question is, what happens when you stop fighting what you actually feel? Yeah, that's where Season 3 gets dangerous. Now let's talk about Alex, because out of everyone, he might be the one who changes the most. And not in the way you expect. After everything that happened, you'd think he'd fight for Jackie, try to win her back, not let his brother just take over like that. But that's not what's coming. Instead, Alex is letting go. And I know that sounds impossible after everything we've seen. But apparently, Season 3 is giving him a completely different path. A new direction. And maybe even, a new person. Because there's already talk about him getting closer to someone unexpected. Someone who isn't tied to all the drama, all the history, all the emotional damage Jackie left behind. And honestly, it might be the best thing for him. But here's the problem, do feelings ever really disappear that easily? Because no matter how much he tries to move forward, Jackie is still there. Still part of his life. Still connected to his brother. And that kind of situation, it doesn't just fade away. It gets worse. Now let's get into Cole, because this is where things start to feel almost too good to be true. For 2 seasons, he's been the one holding back. Watching. Waiting. Trying to do the right thing while everything he wanted was right in front of him. And now, he finally has a chance with Jackie. A real one. But of course, the show isn't going to make it that easy. Because just as things are starting to fall into place for him, there's one major problem standing in the way, and it's not Alex this time. It's distance. Cole is leaving. College is happening. And we all know how these stories go when distance gets involved. Promises get tested. Feelings get complicated. And suddenly, everything that felt certain doesn't feel so certain anymore. So now you've got Jackie trying to figure out her heart, Alex trying to move on, and Cole possibly walking away right when things finally start to work. And if that wasn't enough, Season 3 is introducing new characters, and not the harmless kind. We're talking about people who are going to step right into these relationships and shake things up even more. New connections. New tension. And yeah, possibly new love interests that no one saw coming. So tell me this. If everything is already this fragile, what happens when someone new walks in and changes the game completely, and just when you think the drama couldn't possibly get any worse? Season 3 decides to add fuel to the fire. Because yes, new characters are coming in, and no, they're not just background noise. These are the kind of people who don't just enter the story, they shift it. Let's start with the one that's already raising eyebrows. There's a new guy stepping into Jackie's life, and he's not just there for small talk. He's being described as someone who could be a real love interest. And I know what you're thinking, seriously. Another one? Because at this point, it's not even a triangle anymore, it's turning into something way more complicated. And the timing couldn't be worse. Jackie is already stuck between unresolved feelings, broken trust, and a relationship that hasn't even had time to breathe yet. So bringing someone new into that mix, that's not helping, that's chaos. And here's the thing, what if this new person offers her something the others couldn't? Something stable. Something simple. No history, no pain, no complicated past. Just a clean start. Sounds perfect, right? Yeah, until you remember that Jackie has never chosen the simple option. Now let's not forget Cole, because while everyone's focused on the love triangle turning into a love square, his story might take a completely unexpected turn. There's talk about a new opportunity coming his way. Something outside the usual family drama. Something bigger. And no, this isn't just about leaving for college anymore. This could actually change his entire future. We're talking about a chance that pulls him into a completely different world. New people, new risks, new priorities. And if he takes it, everything he has with Jackie could be put on hold before it even properly begins.